Hello YouTube, Reddit Math here, and welcome back to some more door kickers. So today we've got another house call mission with some Norwegian bikers to deal with. No hostages, thankfully. And we're going to be doing the first part of this episode in post-commentary, although we'll be switching over to live commentary by the end. The reason being, this map is huge. As you can see here, I can zoom in and zoom out. This is by far the largest map we've had. I have a bit of trouble with this initial outdoor portion of the map more than anything. It just takes a long time. Past me, bless his heart, but he gets his ass kicked for about 45 minutes in this mission, and ain't nobody got time for that. So we're going to be doing kind of a montage at the beginning to just show you the progress. Right at first, I'm going to show you everything up to the initial AlphaGo code that I come up with. It's basically just me coming around the corners here and getting sort of set up and in position. This part of it remains the same throughout. I won't end up changing anything prior to Alpha, even when I end up redesigning the plan about halfway through. It's just them sort of gaining their initial foothold, and there's not really an issue with that. After Alpha, on the other hand, is where things start to go wrong. I try to set up this sort of pincer attack for the backyard, where I'm going to have most of my team going down and then just one unit going up top, and trying to clear out the area right behind. There's a little walkway and some stairs there. The problem that I consistently have with that is that the team that goes down, that is sort of sweeping into the backyard from that area, they just don't have the range to really get it done. Most of my units, shotguns, submachine guns, pistols, and they end up facing some guys in the backyard that are wielding AK-47s. That just doesn't work out very well for them. The plan on the interior doesn't change a whole lot, and there's not really much room for variance either, considering there's only one door to enter. So this is going to be what I initially came up with for the interior plan, and it goes fine on its own. Where things start to go wrong eventually is when outdoors is going poorly. I start to try to pull units that are going to be going into the building and have them support the outside, and then with fewer units going into the building, this plan gets changed, and then things kind of start to fall apart on it. That's about the point where I realize I need to redo a whole bunch of stuff, and about 20 minutes worth or so of the planning that I've done, it just doesn't really affect what the final plan is, and so I didn't feel like it was super important to show it in its entirety. This here is going to be the very first run that I did, just to show you kind of how it went when I was doing it blind. So when starting things off, up until Alpha, everything generally goes like clockwork, and it works out just fine every time. I have some units just sort of get visibility into the house. I have somebody pop down to clear this lower garage area. Everything seems to go a-okay on it every time. It's once I give Alpha that things don't always work themselves out. Once this first unit kind of pops the top of the house here, he takes a grenade to the face and ends up getting killed right away. And then the guys that are going down below, they end up taking long range fire. I tweak just a couple of things and then get everybody alive up until Bravo. And then when I try to give Bravo the first time, this lower team engaging with the AK-47 just getting absolutely slaughtered. I then attempt to do something where I'm like, okay, I'll throw a flashbang up top to maybe distract the AK-47 guy. That gets him dazed. But then as soon as he recovers, he still takes out a man down below, and it doesn't work very well. So instead of realizing my mistake, I sort of doubled down on this bad plan. start throwing even more flashbangs, stinger grenades, all of that kind of stuff. They're still not able to just beat his superior firepower at that sort of range. Eventually, I realized just how dangerous the lower portion of it is as I start to lose guys earlier and earlier from long-range units. I don't even make it to Bravo every time. All of that kind of stuff. So eventually, I then try to pull some guys off of the house and send like an additional unit up top to support from there. When I do that is when I see that pulling guys off of the house means I no longer have enough units in there. The outside is going to go pretty okay this time, but then the interior plan ends up not working, largely because I don't have two guys on that top right room. So then people start dying inside the house. I realize I just need to rewind and kind of scrap things and start a little bit earlier. So this is the final plan that I end up using, and I'm going to go ahead and let Past Me take it over from here and restart with the live commentary and just kind of narrate the end of this. So I'm going to toss it over to him, and I'll catch you guys later. Alright guys, welcome back, and welcome to the new plan. It's going to have a lot that's similar to the old plan, at least in the beginning, but it's going to diverge basically at the previous AlphaGo code. What I've realized was more or less this lower team was just pointless, out of place, and only good at really getting themselves killed. The best way to clear out this backyard area was just going to be with guys up top. So what we're seeing now is 3 units that are going to go topside and 5 units that are going to go into the house. I'm going to go ahead and just start it, as I'm sure things are going to go a little bit wrong with this plan, and we'll sort of see how things work out. Basically, both of my stealth units are going to be going up, as they're the closest thing I have to like a long-range shooter. So I'm getting them on the corner at the same time so they can pop around it and get into this fight. Also having a single point man go up to join them, just to throw a flashbang, basically. He's going to pop a flashbang over here right as they start walking out. That way that unit that's back here and was so much trouble for me over and over again is stunned. And as you can see, he ends up dazed and still manages to kill a guy. Fantastic. So maybe a second flashbang is necessary. I'm not entirely sure there. What I really think is the flashbang needs to happen not quite so quickly. So like on Bravo, I could have him, let's delete that command, and then let's make this Bravo, have him walk forward a little ways, then throw it. Because the guy's coming out of his daze like too soon, effectively. That way they'll maybe be a little bit further out by the time they're actually getting exposed to him. Let's see if that plays. It's a very long mission in retrospective, and of course, you know, you're from the future, so you should know this already. But I'll probably cut some of the planning stuff down, just because it's not even that the planning phase takes so long; it's the running the mission phase takes so long to have these guys walking such long distances all the time. Yeah, so this goes pretty decently. Additionally, had he not died up here, they're then going to be the units coming down here to just eliminate these 2 bottom rooms still. So once he gets up here, we'll go ahead and go. That'll let them get farther out. The flashbang will happen, yeah, just right before they pop the shrub, which worked out really well for them. Okay, great. I'm going to go ahead and hold Charlie for just a moment. Also, I'm not really using him for anything at this point. But I'm going to hold it until these guys are coming around to these other rooms. Yeah, so that they're able to deal with that stuff. Okay. Did anyone die? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Head count. Awesome. Everybody's up.
Delta, go.
All right. And hey, we just made it upstairs. Upstairs is nice. Oh wow, there was somebody just like standing there who was kind enough to not immediately kill us. Okay, that is quite lovely of them. Roger. Let's get these guys a little bit deeper in. I'm thinking we'll do some flashbang action right there.
Flash out.
And then let's have him start popping some corners. Nothing? Okay. Oh, get out of the way of that. Somehow, he is miraculously not injured by any of that. Okay. And pop corner. There we go. There's some stuff down here to worry about.
Looks clear.
Let's get him over. Get him like down facing that hallway to do stuff like that for us. Lovely. Oh, man. Man down. Shouldn't have opened the door by himself. Really shouldn't have opened the door by himself. That was the end of it. Okay. So we took twice as long as we needed to, and people died. Let's try that one more time. That was the first time I've seen what's upstairs, so no real surprise that it didn't go super smoothly for me. But I am glad, also the first time I've ever seen this go according to plan. I really think the biggest thing is just shortening the engagement range by having everybody come out here was a really big deal. We also sort of solved the problems of the entry. It was only having trouble when I tried to pull more and more people to the outside. As long as, 5 guys are all coming into this narrow corridor, we've got enough firepower to just sort of overwhelm it. Okay. And there we go. Yeah, like that was getting a little bit messy when we had fewer people walking into here. But as long as we've got everybody, we just lay them out. Not a big deal. Also helpful when there aren't a ton of guys out here. There are only 3 back there. Oh, there was a guy over there, though. That's going to give Charlie... Yeah, as you'll see, the enemy reacts to sound, and so like when they start hearing gunshots coming from another direction, they will automatically sort of start facing the wrong way. So like a guy there waiting for me, but he turned because he heard gunfire, and then that ended up getting him shot in the back. All right, let's do some grenade stuff. Also have him come down and just watch this way. I'm gonna have him come and peek this way. Well, that went great. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't try to get so fancy on the second floor. At the very least, I think the bottom floor plan is sorted out. It seems to have been what the doctor ordered. Oh, wow. In like 45 minutes, that is the first time I have ever seen somebody be inside there. Nice. They can sometimes get a little bunched up on top. I was glad to see that not happen that time. Maybe I could get the point man a little bit further up there. I held him so far back because I know he moves faster than our other units, and I didn't want him to end up out here by himself with just a pistol. Figured that would go very poorly very quickly. Okay. A bit of a lull at this stage as well. So I can get Charlie here. Yeah, so like he turns around. We're able to very easily take him out. Awesome. Okay. And I've never had anything be in these other rooms, so if you were doing this yourself, you could probably skip all of that additional room clear that needs to really happen over there. Okay. So we do... I'll tell you what, I'm going to pause this. Actually, let's bring everybody a little bit closer in, then we're going to pause this. I do want this to all be kind of simultaneous here. So do that. Gonna push a shotgun down to here. Gonna push a point man around the corner. Another shotgun here.
Take him down. No tangos. I got hit. Take him down.
Nice. And now we can take just a second to sort of in real time pie everything off a little bit slower. He reloaded. He's good. Could stand to reload.
I'm on it.
Chuck some grenade action down there. James is thankfully not even injured at all.
Affirmative. No tangos.
Guy was not in the same place this time, though. Alright, we'll have him come down for the door open.
Okay. No tangos. Wilco. On your mark.
And that went fine.
Okay. No contact.
Yeah,
Got it.
okay. Nobody down here at all.
Contact. Okay. Cover it.
Have him come over.
On it.
Get ready for some
In position.
two-man
No
opening
contact.
of doors.
Got one.
There we
Good
go.
job. We're done here.
All right. So, didn't get the time to beat. You know, and this is something that has happened before. But on the house call missions with the multi-story rooms, I'm not as good at the whole pausing the second floor and everything. Like, man, and to complete it in real time without pausing and get that would be like super crazy. I think we're gonna not worry about that right now. I'm glad to see a unit get promoted down here. Would like to see more and more units making it to kind of max rank once we get kind of a full squad all leveled up. I feel like taking them through the meat grinder that are going to be the campaign missions, and so that'll be fun. Next up, 15 or less. I wonder. I'm assuming that is a reference to the time to beat the mission. Not very many tangos, only one hostage, and it's a stop execution. So that should be a down to the wire type thing. It'll be a nice offset for what I'm sure is going to be a very long mission this time. I still hope you guys enjoyed it, though. If you did, feel free to subscribe to see more videos daily. Leave a like or a comment if you have anything to say about this or any of my other videos, and I will catch you guys next time.